What is up, guys? What is up? Okay, so today we're going to be doing the LED installation today. This is going to be a different kind this time than what we normally do. And we're going to show just kind of how the way to do this. Whoever wants to make their own, because we're going to start just selling parts too, but you can make it yourself. Get your stuff. Get your solder knife. Get you one of these. Go buy a solder knife. We can send the whole kit. You can build it yourself, and then you be able to do it yourself at home at your earliest convenience. I had this guy earlier today that says to me, "Hey man, I noticed that you still hadn't started on my controller yet." I was like, "Dang, dude, for real?" But yeah, I noticed it. You hadn't started on it. It's like, dude, I paid for a shell to be done. I was like, okay. I noticed that he said this on a different platform. When I went to go back and check and noticed that he actually did not pay for the shell yet. And remembering even from the conversation, that's why I haven't actually got to it as fast as what I possibly could, because I don't rush any paint jobs or anything like that. If I did overlook it, that was definitely an accident. So, but the main thing is that we still get done. So, just want everybody to know that. Wow, looks like I need some LEDs. I want some other LEDs too. And if anybody wants to get more LEDs, oh shoot, looks like I'm running out. So what does that mean? More requirements of waiting. So here's what we got here. This is just to do the traditional LED mod for the back shell. This is one kit, and that's another kit. Just to do this, and then we got, for a fact, besides this, a Bluetooth kit. So we'll definitely go ahead and send you this chip and this barcode, and this is what you'll get in the kit. And it's going to be called Ultimate LED Bluetooth Kit. So just in case you want to do it yourself, have a Bluetooth chip, hook it up yourself, do all that good stuff, and you're good to go. If you want to buy the 2x battery, which is basically what this is right here, comes with your battery 2x, basically ran the parallel series. You can just throw it together, basically just put it in your controller, and you'll remove this back piece, put your piece of tape. We'll send that tape, you know what I mean, you can use any tape. So you're just gonna have these other pieces of tape that you're gonna put right here, and it's just gonna sit right there in the back, right smack dab in the middle. Like basically, let's say if we was to plug this up, would sit like like right here, and it pretty much just plugs right on in, just like that. You know what I mean? So pretty easy to do. So, well, for me it is, considering I've done several of them. So we're gonna send out these LED kits. Now here's the cool thing is that these LED kits themselves, we can either do one right here on Bluetooth for the back shell, and this would be the back triggers and the whole entire back itself with just a Bluetooth kit. Since this is a BDM20 model, and then you can actually have all the front, or you can just do it all together, which is what I'm technically fixing to do. But I actually kind of like trying the other way. So let's go ahead and try this. It's going to make it the easiest way for y'all, so y'all see how to do this, and you can do it yourself. First thing I have to have you is a handy soldering iron. Let's turn this thing on right here, and we'll get this thing going. If I have it plugged up, that is. I don't think I got it plugged up. Looks like it must not be plugged up. Whoa, can you believe it? I've never done that before. Let's find out what's going on here. Nothing yet. Okay. Well, oh, I know what it is. Here we go. We're good to go. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this thing going. I'm gonna turn this thing on. It's on. Turn up the temperature on this thing. Get this thing going. So here's what we're gonna do. I'll make this thing simple and easy for y'all. So that for the back shell and front shell, we're just gonna start making this thing so simple that it's where almost anybody can do it. Almost. You heard what I said, keyword, almost. Anybody can do it. Not everybody can do this, so I'm gonna make where almost anybody can do it. Oh boy. Alright. So let's see what we can do right here. I'm gonna plug this charger port so that we can still film. We do it all at the same time. Looks like we're good. Let's make sure. Yep. Good to go. Thank you, Jesus. Alright, so for the back shell, we're going to do this right here. Already ran off the rib. So we're going to do this. And here we go. Now, I'm going to show you the technique because I want to show this to all my employees too as well. And this is going to be a video for all those who want to do this themselves. And you can do it yourself. This is how the way you install you a underglow on your controller. It's the underglow, the Bluetooth chip. There it is, and you can scan this thing right here with your phone. The LED kit and how to wire it up. And we're going to be installing that right now. Alright, so you might want to save this video, and I want to show you that it does work and how to make sure that you are connecting it exactly just right, because the front shell is not going to be as bright as the back shell, because the back shell we want to be brighter, so it's going to do the underglow. And this is going to be the new way that we're going to start doing our basically our controllers until the BDM V30s come out, which is the BDM 30s. And so this right here is a BDM 20. BDM 20s are here still. We haven't put the other back triggers in right here for the LED glow for the back because, well, the buttons haven't came in yet. So when they come in, I'm going to do those as well. But until then, I want to go ahead and start installing the LEDs just to show y'all how to do so. I'm pretty sure you can watch another video on how to take apart the back triggers and you'll figure that out yourself. I'll do that on another upcoming video. But until then, I want to go ahead and start doing this right now. So first thing we're going to do, I've noticed a lot of companies, and I mean a lot of other people, hook up directly right here on this point right here right in the middle of this controller, which is this part right there as our power source. But I don't much trust that, and if you mess up one of these component pieces or the power source pieces, what can end up happening is you can basically fry your controller. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not stupid like some of these other people could be. $80 is still a lot of money to me, and I'm just not going to do that. But here's what we're going to do. So like what we're going to send is this. This is going to be the actual Bluetooth kit. We're going to send, and either send this one or either we'll send a different one. But let's just say, just for conscience sake, more than likely we'll get these because they don't always send the V30s in. And the reason why they normally used to send these right here is because they are good, but depends on which model you're getting it for. If you're doing it for an Ultimate controller and it's transparent, you'll definitely want these. And the reason why you're going to want these is because this right here is what actually makes the thumbsticks light up. Otherwise, you'll just have an all glow, and the thumbsticks won't even be lit up the same. It'll be glowing, but it'll be glowing all around it and not right there at the thumbstick. So this right here is definitely what we need for the Ultimate controller. So we're going to go ahead and do that now for the front. So the first thing you're going to do is go like this. And then we're going to make this the most simplest, easiest project where everybody can do it. Plus now you get multiple colors and options, and you can do this right here where it'll be really actually pretty cool. I'm actually kind of excited about it because now I can program this right here to be its own color in the front. I can have the whole entire back be a separate color if I choose for it to be, or it can basically run them pretty much simultaneously, somewhat the same color. And if you want to change yours all a different color, that's one thing. But this right here, as of now, You're not gonna be able to do all that. We're just gonna give you this thing right here because we're fixing to make this thing a lot easier and timing wise, in order for everybody to be able to do it. So this is the way we're gonna do that. So now you've just seen how the way I just basically installed that part. Bam, there's that. Run the little piece right here up and then push it down. Now here on this part right here, you're gonna take your, basically you're gonna make sure you get your microphone wherever it is, and then once you see that, you put that back in here because you wanna have the sound for the front. Okay, now let's set this to the side and let's take this. And how are we gonna pull this thing apart in order to get the wire? Because I'm gonna send this whole thing to you so either you can just hook it up directly straight to the positive negative. You're good to go with a flip, and you can flip it for the back to turn on. Like I said, this is up to you what you want to do. So what we're going to do is this, is you're going to grab this right here from side to side, and we're going to pull. And there you go. So after we do that and pull that, and there you go, and there's that. Yep. And then you're going to, there's a place right here. It's right here on the front of the controller. And let's get over here. Now right there, there's a place you're going to connect for the positive place for the controller. Now that's already got for this right here is for the positive connection. You want to have this connection. So if you know how to use a soldering iron, I would definitely connect your connection here. Nothing breaks ever. Okay, cool. So now you get that. I've got a new way I want to start doing this. I'm making this video for YouTube, babe.
What is it?
It's the new way we're going to start doing the Ultimates.
The one you told me the other day?
Yeah, see, we're going to buy these black kits.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show you how to do it from now on. Well, that's why we're going to use this kit in order to do it. So for all BDM20s, Lord willing, they'll still have those for a long time. But if they don't, then we'll be doing it the other way. But until then, for all the other customers, more than likely, most of the time, they're going to have BDM20 models. Okay, now if they don't have the BDM20 models, more than likely, look, more than likely, Extreme is going to come out with the same one for the newer model.
Yeah,
until then. So, until then, it's going to be the exact same thing. Okay?
Yeah, it will.
All right. Here we go. Flip this thing out to the back, because I'm pretty sure everybody knows how to use most of the stuff. Here we go. So this is what I was trying to explain explain right now. I'm trying to explain how the way we're going to start doing this. Now here's what the new thing we're going to do is this. Now what you're going to do here is you're going to basically disconnect one side of this. Now this video is for you, Meggie, baby.
I'll watch it more than you.
Okay, so you're going to disconnect that. This is my first time doing this. I'm having to do it at the same time with explaining how to do this. So what we're going to do this right here is going to basically be the opposite way of connection. Okay, the opposite way of connection. Now this one is you're going to take this one off. Okay, so now you can see what I just basically did right there. Okay, so you see that now? I got this whole back part. It's just by itself. And now you can kind of get the idea of what I got going on here. Alright, cool. Alright. Now, since you basically can get the idea with seeing this and how the way we're going to do that, what you're going to do is this. One side sitting right here, and you can either wrap it around like this for your back, with pulling this around, or you can do it like this right here. But we want to have this wire going right here and connecting to the chip. So let's take this thing right here. You're going to take this piece off. You see what I'm doing? And then you're going to pull the piece off like that. And you're going to lay this right here over the top. Bam, just like this. You're pretty much good to go. We're going to pull this around here just like so. And it's going to connect right here just like this. You see what I'm doing here now? This is so that you can have multiple colors. You can program the ones in the front and the back right here. You get the Bluetooth chip. So just in case you don't want to have to use your Bluetooth chip at the time, you can still just program it in the front. So we're going to put that about right there. right there. You see what I'm saying? So that's going to be in the front. This is for the back side of this. All right, so there's that one. So now for the other side right here for the back side, what we're going to do on this one, the exact same thing, basically same layout. And what we're going to do on this one though is set, if you, like I said, if you know how to use a soldering iron, Lord willing you do, you're going to basically disconnect these 4 pieces right here. This is if you want to use the Bluetooth kit. All right, so then you're going to disconnect that piece right there, which is your negative. Okay, cool. I'm glad. Now we're going to come over here on your controller right here. I'm going to try to show you this. Right here on the controller, you have a negative point. It's right there. That's your negative. What we're going to do for this negative point right here is you're going to take this has already got basically pre-solder, so in case you say I have no solder, don't worry, it's okay. You got enough solder right here that's going to be on there. Just like that, see? Now that's already connected. Now that's the negative. Do the same thing over here for this one. So now since you disconnected that, this other piece from off of that one, you can either keep it just like this, going across from one side, but what you're going to want to do technically is leave them just like the way they are, except you're going to grab the gold. You're going to grab the gold one and you're going to grab this thing right here and just pull it out all the way. Yeah, about like that. And the reason why you're going to do this is because this one has to be connected to a resistor. Okay, so this resistor is going to put the resistance in these LEDs, so you won't blow it. So you don't want to blow the LED itself, and I want to send this in the same package itself at the same time. So whenever you're doing this, you won't blow your LEDs. You can either keep them together like this or like this, but I recommend to just take them off. You see what I'm saying? Well, sorry. Just gonna grab right here. There you go. You're good. All right. So then now you got the 4 wires just kind of just flying. Anyways, there's that. So now what you're gonna do over here, you're gonna come right here on the LEDs itself. I don't know if you can see this or not on the camera because we're on YouTube. YouTube Live kind of sucks. But I want to try to get this thing to zoom or focus in. Guess it's not gonna work. Anyway, so it says right here on this, it's pretty much self-explanatory. V right here is for the power, R, G, B. So red wire, green wire, blue wire, and then power, which is the gold. So that's what we're gonna do for this one. We're gonna connect that right now straight directly to this, so you can understand how the way this thing works. And what we're doing is a new option for the new Ultimates. This is gonna be Ultimate 2, the Ultimate 2. And this is going to be for the underglow, where it lights up literally your whole entire back shell. As well, not only does it light up the back shell, it's going to basically be where you can have multiple colors and have the front shell, and then you get the back shell for multiple different colors, whether or not if you want to get ultimate or not, or you can get another controller theme or whatever, and then you want to add this onto it with a clear back shell. You can get any, you know, normally if you get a clear back shell, it's pretty cool. Or if you want like a design added to that, and you just say you want the certain design to light up, like your name, lightning things and things like that. We just bought this it's basically a circuit printer, or circuit printer, sorry. And what this is so I don't have to X-Acto knife everything out like I was doing, which it works pretty good. But well, sorry, this thing right here, sometimes you just gotta just get it just lined up just right. You can use a set of tweezers, or you can just use your hand, depending on, you know, how good you are with the soldering iron. Yeah, it's not really that hard, it's pretty easy. So what we're gonna do is this right here. Like I said, we're gonna go like this, and I would just recommend doing it like this right here, because you're gonna reach from one side to the other. You can see the way those wires are from one side to the other there. And you're gonna take this one right here, the same thing, and you're just gonna basically use your fingernails, pull this off, whatever you want to use, and we're just gonna connect that about like right there. And if you have any other trouble or whatever, if you want to use extra tape, I'm going to send some adhesive with the package as well at the same time. So like I said, this is up to you on just how much you want to do. You know what I mean? So like I said, that's up to you on that. All right, so this right here, you're going to do the same thing again. I'm gonna grab right here at the bottom of this, pull this off, and we're gonna take this thing just like so right here, and we're gonna flip that around just like that. Now you see what we got going on here now. So now you got both sides and the back right here with the LED kit coming around for the back side. Now after you done got the positive now, which way I showed y'all earlier where to connect this one right here, sometimes if you don't get a good seal, you want to make sure you get a good seal on this before you definitely either send it off for yourself or your brother, sister, mother, friend, whoever plays the game with you. You know what I mean? I got all kinds of people to play games. Even everybody at my church, even old people played game. So shoot, I have this other friend the other day. You know, unfortunately he passed away, but he died being a gamer. You know what I mean? So a lot of people love games, but definitely a good friend. But anyway, but here's the thing is that right now, so we got our positive up here, you got your negative right here. These are the 4 wires right here. You got the other 4 wires over here. I'm going to show y'all what to do for that. So now, after you got this part done, first thing you're going to do is this. I'm going to send this chip to you where you don't have to do all this right here. I pretty much have it pretty much self-made. Actually, I think I'm not going to. I think you're just going to have to do it if you know how to use a solder iron, what to do. So you're going to clip to clip, tip. You know, basically just take his set of clippers. Now this right here is for whoever wants to buy these. Sometimes other companies and people want to buy our products, and so some people just like making this stuff just for fun. So this will be for you to be able to make for fun. Then you can have your Bluetooth chip, and this, like I said, I'll just send this kit just in case I forget to send this little scan bar. And what this already has a scan bar on it, so you can just scan that from your phone, pull up the application, download it, and you're ready to go. All right, here's this. You're gonna basically just take your solder iron just like that. Then same thing again and again. Good to go. Now, right here on the back side, like I said, I'm gonna send a piece of you're gonna have some adhesive tape that's gonna come with this kit. This is a lot of steps. I do it all the time. I might be going a little fast. If you need to pause the video, rewind it, replay it. What do you have to do? Be good. I'm going to start making my own custom buttons and doing this as well at the same time. This right here looks like this kit was made a little wrong because you can see right here those pieces were kind of stuck together. So just make sure that you make sure they're not stuck together, because if they're piece for piece, it's like stuck or bridged together, then one of your colors will be bridged together. So when you do that, what I just did. Okay, so what you're going to do in this right here, I'm just going to either I can send it off just like this for you. You can see what I'm doing. Just put this on here. I'll just send this piece and you'll just do that. That's all you got to do. See? Pretty easy. So anyway, so that's that part for this part right here so far. Now let's go ahead and get into the other main big job part. the not as it's gonna get a little bit easier, because we're almost already done that fast, and you saw how fast I've been doing the video. This is going to be the new most fastest way to make the Ultimate 2. It's going to be a little bit cheaper because it's not going to require as much work, but yet at the same time you get multiple options for your LEDs, so you can change up multiple different colors instead of just one color only. Now here's what you're going to need. You're going to need a resistor. I'm going to give y'all that resistor is going to come with it in the package. Certain type of resistor. I'm not going to tell you all the information of everything I do here, so that not everybody can just copy it. But you can use this tape and just get some blue painter's tape, or electrical tape, whatever kind of tape you want to use. But I'm only going to send the cheaper stuff because this works just the same. It's no different. You're going to hide it underneath the bottom part, the inside part of the shell anyway. So, hey, what's the difference? All right, so I'm going to show you all today on a 4-paddle. On my paddled back shell, which I'm going to do like something like this. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to show you first off what to be expecting and how we're doing this, because I'm actually installing this for a customer right now, and so I already have this controller basically pre-ready for him, and so he'll have the idea of what the new Ultimate is like, see whether or not he likes it. If you do watch this video and you are watching it already, then you already kind of have an idea what I'm already making for you. I don't know who else is going to watch this, or when they watch this, or, you know, because I got the phone basically positioned right here in a certain area. Okay, so definitely want to get you something to put underneath here to brace this thing. And I think you can just run to like Walmart or the dollar store, whatever. You can always just buy a glue gun, and any glue gun technically is going to work. And the reason why I suggest getting a glue gun is so that you can pull these things off like this. This adhesive on the bottom of this right here works okay, but it isn't the best. The best bet is to take some glue like this right here, and just kind of start going around here and here, and then you just, in other words, just put the LEDs on there just like that, and just hold it there for about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're pretty much good to go. Same thing again, we're here on the opposite side, and just go right around just so like this, like right there, just like I just showed you, and you only got so many seconds to have it on. Missed it, didn't get it done in time. Okay, then you gotta wait for it to dry. If you miss it and don't get it done in time, this actually what it does is it holds it on so that your thumbstick won't come up, and you don't want the thumbsticks to come up, otherwise you're in trouble. Alright, and so sometimes you play this guessing game on the timing and line it up just right, and there you go, there's that. It might take you a few tries, might not be able to do it as fast as what I can, but after you get a few rolls, a few tries and that thing, you'll get it. Alright, so then after you do that, you're going to just basically go right here on the sides, and this will always hold this down so that it will never ever come up on your controller. You don't want it to come up, because if it does, then you'll start noticing like a rattle and your thumbstick. You're like, what the heck's going on with the thumbstick, man? Anyway, that's that part so far. You really only need 2 sides, and you got underneath. I just do this right here to really secure it really good, because of where I've noticed over time, I've been doing this for a long time, some people's stuff comes undone, and I don't like stuff coming back. So for me, it's the best way for me to do it, if you know what I mean. And let's just keep going right here. Like I said, there's that. I'm just gonna use this soldering iron to basically hold it down really good. Okay, so there's that so far. And here's the thing is, if they don't want, I'm keeping this one for myself, because I got multiple different colors, and I can program one side, and I got the other back too. I do like this controller a lot so far. I'm very, very excited to see what it's going to look like so far. Alright, so there's that. I think I'm going to get these buttons right here. And let's see, I want to put me some gold buttons, a couple gold, chrome, and throw me some black. So this is going to be my test first for myself. And at the same time doing this video, so that everybody can kind of see the new Ultimate 2 is coming out basically right now, and what it's going to look like. It's Ultimate 2 with all LEDs, which is basically going to be for the top and bottom. It's really technically the whole entire back shell, which these right here normally light up the top triggers and will light up the back triggers if I had the back triggers. But as I just said, I'm waiting for those to come in. The main question is right now is, does it work? Alright, so let's go ahead and get this other part right here going. Almost done. Sorry about the wait. Alright, let's get the other buttons right here. We better get some more stuff going for this thing. Trying to find the buttons. 1 second. Spare me just a second. I just had them a minute ago. Actually, my new employee just moved them all, so let me see where they fell. Go figure. When you need some, there's none around, huh? Alright. Well, where are they at? Okay. Looking for my black buttons. Alright. Alright, hold on. either we use clear buttons. I got 100 sets of those, so I guess we'll just use the clear buttons for right now, just so we can see how the way it works. Yeah, we'll just use that. We'll just use the clear buttons then. Okay. No. Here we go. I got some black buttons. Yeah, I got some black buttons with. I guess we'll just use like a clear D-pad then, since I don't know what the black D-pad is right now. But we're about to start making our own anyway. Okay. Good. So we'll use black buttons for this one, clear D-pad, gold buttons, since these are see-through anyway, so we'll see what happens. All right. So there's this. All right. You saw earlier how the way we basically stripped it down. Shouldn't have stripped it completely down. I didn't know exactly what it was doing yet. Just really trying to get to the installation for that. So this is what you're going to use. You're going to put your stuff back where it went and belongs first before we completely install everything else so far. Now this one is obviously going to be a different D-pad or touchpad, what do you want to call it. And that's why this thing right here kind of has its own certain particular look to it. Okay. This, like I said, is the Ultimate 2. And it's going to light up. I hear a squalling child back there. There's a squalling child, a baby in the back. What is that sound? Do you know what the other black set of buttons are? The black buttons kits? All of them are? Because I was looking for them, I couldn't find them. Anywhere, for some reason.
Do we have any of those?
I don't remember using them all. I didn't think we used every single kit.
Oh, we did.
We're almost out of LEDs too. We're getting pretty close.
We're the ones that just ordered the LEDs. We use them already? I just ordered the box of 10.
Well, we might already use them.
I think we might have. See the box, we didn't screen it.
Okay. Well, that sucks. I hope we did not.
I thought we ordered a black LED set, though. We just ordered it. Did you just use it? Was this it?
No, let's go. Okay, trying to find my other circle even.
We need to feed the child.
The child?
Before she perishes.
She acts like she's gonna
She
perish.
does. She's gonna perish.
Okay, sorry about the wait. I'm really trying to find this. Circles. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Okay. I got a bunch of these other buttons. There we go. There it is. Alright, so at least I got this. Well, I guess these will be my extra ones for my black button set. Since I don't amount of buttons, I thought we had more buttons. Nobody ordered none. Go figure. That's alright though. We'll get some in soon. It don't take long to get them. Well, let's see what we can do here. Here's Max. Okay, cool. There's that. That's how the way you put those buttons in if you're going to install your own buttons. However, we're going to do this part, that is. Well, let's go ahead and go get the D-pad. We're just going to use a transparent one. So that we're kind of just really just testing to see how the way things are going to work with this. You know what I mean? So we got to do this part right here because we want to make sure and verify that it does work and it works properly when we go test it out with the game. So yeah, you can always come back, scroll later on, see where I'm at, you know what I mean? And then you'll kind of have the idea of what's going on and what to expect for yourself whenever you do your own installation. Okay, so far it's going to kind of look like that. Yeah, that's actually kind of cool. Okay. Alright. Alright, sorry guys, this one wrong. Bear with me just a second. Gotta find my touch pads. Let's use the same camouflage one. Or whatever we want to use. We'll just use that one for right now. Yeah, let's just use that one. Alright, because this one's a totally different. I don't know. Alright, Yeah. I don't even think we even have this one. Or you can just make it a Spider-Man armor. I mean, Spider-Man 4. No, we ain't gonna do that. That would be funny, huh? Okay. Anyway, let's just go back here and we'll just put this one back in the shell. Just like this, because we had a white controller and we're swapping out the shells with this other one right here. And this is how the way you swap out shells in case you buy a shell from us and then buy the rest of the kit and do this all yourself. It would definitely be able to get it done cheaper than you'll see just how cheap we actually do this stuff for. We really don't make a lot of money on this stuff because we don't get it at wholesale cost. If you know anybody that sells these controllers at wholesale cost cheaper than what I can buy them at Walmart, oh man, if you know how to go about doing all that, you'll definitely be getting the deals of the year from us for sure. So let's go ahead and do the installation on this part and then we'll be able to finish up the back. Like I said, you might want to come back here in a minute if you are still waiting to get to the back process. We're almost there. Okay. Like I said, this is our controller build for this. If you haven't recently checked out our other videos on here that we've been posting, do so like ASAP. All right. All right, so looks like it feels pretty good. Let's go ahead and go for the top now. So now you already can see here's this part. We're gonna put this part right here on the thumbstick. Pretty much just sits right on there, just like that. You can push it in more, however the way you want to do that. And here's the thing is that this part right here isn't that tricky. It's not hard at all. This is why I was saying why you got the back shell with all the LEDs in the back. I like to explain this part, and I'm about to definitely do so like right now. And what you got to be expecting and what to do. Okay, cool. So now since everybody understands, here we go. Let's go ahead and get this thing done now. Okay, now we're here at the back. Let's go ahead and start installing. Up. I always seem to forget certain little things, just to not rush things. Make sure you don't rush. If you go too fast, you'll be taking your controller back apart again. And if it's a custom controller, you don't want to just keep taking it apart, because the more you start doing stuff, the more you can mess stuff up, and you really don't want to mess stuff up for the customs. Okay, so there's this part so far. You see how fast, or however long we've been on here for 37 minutes just doing this part of the install. This isn't even that long, but this is this part of the install. Why aren't you doing anything else on here? We're going to do this part first. Okay. So the reason why we're doing this part first is because we're fixing to test out what's going on. So this right now, we still got the back. And I want to show y'all exactly what to be expecting. So say you don't want to get the 2x battery. I'm just going to install a regular battery, okay? So let's just go ahead and do it like this first. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take this one out. If you don't want to get a 2x battery, then that's on you. 2x batteries are $25. $25. And the reason why is because they are basically $10 per battery in order to buy the batteries. Well, and so then you already get your normal battery and your installation for your battery, and then having to go through the difference. And let's just put it like this: it's a little bit more than $10 battery, somewhere up to $17 a battery. And then if you just buy the battery, just the whole entire 2-piece, which is a 3000 mAh battery, which is technically what I basically normally make anyway, and then you'll be paying a little bit more. And yeah, that's that. I don't even have to go into that detail there, do I? All right, so here we go. So now since we already got this part done, we're finally gonna get this part on. So once you get right here, you're gonna do the other part of your installation for your controller. If you just wanna do the back shell underglow, then this is a ultimate back shell underglow, which is a little different than your normal ultimate, back shell, because you get whole pieces. You don't just have half pieces. You don't have just 2 LEDs in the back. And okay, well, there's my underglow. No, you get the whole 9 yards. Okay, so there's that part right here so far. Now what we're going to do now is I'm going to send this. They're going to get some tools that you're going to have in case you want to do it yourself. You're going to get a piece just like this. This is a screwdriver. You're going to get some tweezers and things like that in order to do your own installation yourself. So know what to be expecting. And this kit is not going to be a cheap kit. And it's going to be a very expensive kit because you got to understand if you, whatever buttons you decide to buy is what buttons you decide to buy. If you want to buy the top triggers too, why is it going to cost so much money? I'm fixing to explain the reason why. So we can't just sell things that, you know, for nothing. So here's the thing is, if it's $43 on Amazon, this is what we're going to go by. And I don't care if anybody tries to say, well, you can go buy that straight from the place themselves and it takes forever to get here. You have to buy it in a massive quantity. And we don't, from being in the business for a while now, ain't nobody got time to wait. That's just honest, God's honest truth. Ain't nobody got enough time to wait. And because nobody has time to wait, we don't do that. We do that every once in a while, but that's very rare, you know, that we even have time to even be able to do that, period. I was talking to somebody earlier today, I said I hadn't even had a chance to even play the game anymore because I'm just so busy. It's getting to be ridiculous. What you know, I mean, it's awesome, but at the same time, man, I'm trying to get this thing to go in this hole. There we go. So you don't always have to have this little rubber cushion. You can keep it if you want. It just helps blow through there a little bit better, but it's all technically the exact same stuff. So with that, like I said, that's up to you how much you want to do with this stuff for yourself. Okay. So now, let's keep going. Okay, so now you're just going to basically just push this right here, back in there. Finally done with this part. Now you're finally here. Now what you're going to do right here is you're going to bend in this side and this side, just in case you forgot to do what I'm fixing to do right now, which is this part of the installation right here. Okay, so you're going to basically put this back in here just like that. You don't even have to use tools. If you want to, that's up to you, if that's what you want to do. I don't really care about having to use tools all the time, because I already am the tool. Alright. Okay, so there you go. So now you can basically see. Okay, so there's that. Now, while we have this here like this, and while is this over here like that, and what is this, and what is that, and I'm about to explain. So now you're about to see what all these cords are for. Alright. Now this cord right here is just like this. You see how I got all this over here to the side. This one's over here to the side. This one has its own purpose. What we're going to do is you're going to basically scoot this right here down into there underneath this piece. And this is why, yeah, this set of tweezers I want to give y'all that you're going to have. It's going to be sent with your kits. Make sure you use these, okay? Let's push it right inside there. There you go, just like that. Okay, cool. We're almost done, guys. Almost done. Finally, 1 hour later. Okay, sorry. Keep trying to do that. Let's make sure I'm good. Alright. Now this, see how the way this is starting to tuck in? It's looking prettier now. So the way all this stuff looks pretty on the back. You can either tuck it in like this, and I'm sorry, I guess I have to do it like this one. Sorry, my bad. I always get confused right here for some reason. And I've been doing this a while. Pretty sad, huh? Alright, so then you can just kind of have this in there like that. And what you're going to do is you're going to tuck that part in here like that. And what that's going to do is you're going to fold that part just like so. You're going to take your battery and just connect it, and see, now you get the whole front that's all in here just like the way it is already. And then if you want to push in a little bit, then you can move that a little bit better. See what I'm saying? Now what we're going to do is we're going to basically go like so. You're going to move this piece right here back up, and you're just going to hold it there like that. Okay, so now once you already got that here, just like that, you're going to, yeah, this is a lot of work, guys. This is not like it's something easy. Now, if you don't want to put this much work into it, that's up to you. You know what I mean? Only I can tell you is just that for me, this is where you're going to put this chip. You're going to lay this chip right there. So now since you kind of have the idea what I'm doing, see, either I can put cheaper kits, I can put this kit in here, which is a little bit easier than the other kit. Now here we go. Now we're finally getting to the part where we're talking about the chip. This is called the chip. Now since we're putting the chip in here, we're going to do this, okay? I want to take this chip and I want to do this number, okay? You're going to go like this. We're creating the Z. It's called the Z. And what is that for? Okay. This Z is to where we're going to connect that onto this area right here. Now why is that? And I'm going to show you. You'll see. You don't have to do the Z yet. Okay, so now you can see now I have it right there. That's that part. Now you know why we're having long wires. And the negative is going to go to the negative. And the positive is going to go to the positive. Alright. Now just do like this. Alright. Now you're going to start splicing wire for wire. You see what I'm saying? Wire. Not splice, I'm sorry. Strapping them together. Wire for wire. You're fine.
No. Hey, no, baby.
Alright. Okay. You're fine.
She wants more, but she already ate.
Now here's what you're going to do is you're going to take this blue. There's blue. Now we're going to have the red and the green. Okay, now I get the green. And then now you get your positive and your negative. And then you get your positive and your negative. I'm sorry, you're both positive, so you're strapping, so we're still strapping colors, or matching color for color. And you're gonna do it like this. Sorry guys, I hope I'm not making this thing too complicated. Alright, so then once you get right there, then you're going to take a piece of solder. I'm going to give you like a little piece of solder, then I'm going to put it inside the box. It's up to you, like I said, if you want to do this. Oh goodness. That's the only piece of solder you technically need. Okay. First thing you're going to do is you're going to connect the negative and then the positive. And this is the negative over here. And then the positive. Okay, what's going on? Hold it. No, why is it not going on? GRB. Okay, that's kind of strange. Let's make sure everything's connected right. Okay. That's technically what you do here for this one. Lord willing, you won't get no dud. I don't think this is what it is. That's weird. Well, I don't know what's going on with it. That's strange. That's strange. Don't normally do this. So, okay. Maybe something's not connecting good right here. I just don't seem to think that's the issue. Okay, let's just double check this thing one more time. So just in case you come to this problem, or you even have this problem, first thing you're going to do is this. You just want to double check and make sure you get everything connected correctly. Well, there must have been some type of kink or something. Something was off somewhere. Okay, well good. See, that's all it was. Something somewhere is off. There's no reason for it to come on and go off again. Oh, it's because there's no power. That's what it was. You gotta hit the power for it to come on and go off. Because it wouldn't turn on with the power. That explains it. Okay. So I had it corrected perfectly the first time. I forgot. Okay, good. Praise God. Thank you, Jesus. Well, good. So I did connect it right. Question on my work. I don't know why I did that. Shouldn't that question my work? It's always good to double check, you know. Now, if you want to buy the parts for this right here, this do so, but you're gonna have to buy. If you want to buy like the clear back shell and do all the other part, we're buying the whole thing to make it yourself. Then you can do so. Build it yourself. This is called Build It Yourself Ultimate. Build your own custom thing, design, whatever you want to call it. All right, almost finally done. Okay, so once you do that, you're just going to put this thing back in place, the same place that I showed you earlier, for where we're going to want to set this thing at for its battery. Once you do so, just basically put that in here just like so. You're pretty much good to go now. You see what I'm saying? Just make sure that this wire is definitely out of the way. You see what I'm saying? You just don't want these wires stretching too much. Now you can always just do this too. You can always just, let's say, like I just did a minute ago, this thing wasn't really in the way. That didn't happen until I flipped it around. So you shouldn't have all these problems. You shouldn't actually have any problem with it. So there we go. I'm just making it look a little bit complicated, but it's not that complicated. This is if you want to put the resistor in here like this. Now you can always just take an extra piece of wire, you can cut off a piece of wire, you can solder it yourself, however you want to do it. And it'll make it a little bit easier for you. So, once again, it's however you want to do it. So I think I'm just going to do this to make it easier for everybody, and even myself. To make it easier for both, we're going to extend this piece. So we're going to do that. That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to do this right here for everybody to extend this piece. Normally we don't have to do all this stuff, but sometimes we do. This is, just keep that in the notes for yourselves. You do not have to do all this extra work. Okay, cool. So since that's been said, I'm gonna send it like a little piece of wire or something. You'll have what's a little piece of wire like this? This is what I'm gonna do. We'll just send one of these longer ones. Yeah, what is that? This is so that this right here will reach from over here to over here. And you can just do this right here, this number. Let's piece it together. See what I'm saying? Piece it together yourself. Sorry about that. So, like once again, like I was saying earlier, into at your own discretion. If you want to do it like this, then do it like this. If you feel like you need to do it a different way, then different way is easier for you, then do so however you want to do it. And I mean, but for me, this is the way that I've always done it. It always works for me. Always has. Always will. It's the same thing. It never changes for me. Now for you, it might be different, but for me, it's not. But for you, it might be a little bit harder. But this is all I do, you know? So, like I was saying, this is all I do. Alright, so. Alright. Okay, so there's that part on that side, and we'll piece this on right now. We'll put this whole piece together for you right here. So there's that for that part. So you see what I'm saying? You got different colors for the back and the front shell. You can program those. And that's actually the top triggers too, because this right here will still glow for the top. Now if you want to add right here the L1R1 so it light up brighter, you can already see it's already naturally going to light up, because if you just put the top triggers on there, you're good. If you put these right here, it's naturally going to shine through and reflect through the front, and then you already got this part right here, it's already shining through. Anyway, so that's how the way that we make our Ultimates. And yeah, that's what to do for that. So if you want to get one, if you want to make your own, build your own, if you want to add to your own, if you just want to add this one right here, if you want to get the newest Ultimate, it's called the Ultimate 2 LED mod, you know, you can always do so by making that purchase on our website at colemanmods.com. Again, that's colemanmods.com, or you can install it yourself, and we'll send you the parts, and you can get at it and download your application, and you're pretty much good to go. But like as I said, you saw how I just did this. We'll send you the resistor, we'll send you the parts. You just gotta get at it and do it yourself. But that's what I was saying. So this didn't take too long to do this, but it did take a good while. It's been an hour, so it'll take you about an hour's work and it's taking me that long to do it. And you can have your own Ultimate control yourself and save you some of the money. Money's a big money saver, and so as I said, I'll send you a piece of tape or so if you want to have for your wire. However you want to do that. Now me, I'm just gonna pretty much just put this down here, wherever. I don't know where I want to put it at. You can just put it wherever you want to put it at. Let's put it right there. How's that? It's called the Ultimate 2.
The Ultimate 2?
Ultimate 2. I'm naming it Ultimate 2. Alright. You see what I'm saying? You're going to want to take your time sliding this over the top of these LEDs when you're doing. And why is that? So that you won't clip your connections. Okay? Take your time doing that. We're closing this thing up. Okay? Just make sure. We're not responsible if you don't know what you're doing. Yeah. See? Got the Ultimate 2. Hey, like that. It's the Ultimate 2.
The Ultimate 2?
See? You got the back shell.
Ultimate Camel.
The Ultimate Camouflage. That's what Megan says name it. She says name it Ultimate Camouflage. Alright, so see, that's the main thing. That's what we're going to do. Alright, well, now you see how to do that. So what we're going to do in this right here is we're going to take this and you're going to hold it to the side. I mean, up basically this square and an X and up until we can change the colors. I think it's, yeah. And then you're going to just push over. Well, let's see, so if you want to get whatever color. And that's how the way I do for the front. Let's see, I like blue for me. I don't think it knows what it wants to do sometimes. And so then to set it is up and this, up and right and square, no, I'm sorry, up and square and X. Alright, so now I got it set. That's how to do that one. If I want to do the back, you can see I can set it for whatever color I want for it. Now it's the same thing in order to do that, and it's technically for the whole back itself. And so you see there's all that. So that's how you do that. Then you can make it yourself and have your whole entire back shell. Like I said, I don't have this thing turned on yet, so you'll see what I'm talking about. Once Megan gives me her telephone, then we can be able to figure this part out.
I'll get it.
Now, okay, so now you see how the way we do that. Well, now you know what's up. So now you can see already technically in here what we got going on. Kind of what to expect. So just make sure you got this LED right here where it's not going to hit, where it's pretty close but not right on it, so that whenever this thing is going to sit like right there on that thing.
Baby's upset.
All right. All right, so here's what we're going to do for this. Sorry, babe. I'm trying to show them this new thing for the Ultimate, because what I want to start doing is I'm going to start selling the whole entire kits so they can buy it and make it themselves.
Okay.
That's why I just did this video for us, so they'll know how to do the installation themselves. Do their own installation, buy their own kit, make their own. It only took an hour. It took 1 hour to do the whole thing.
That's good.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the whole thing, chip and all. Alright, hold on 1 second. Gotta turn on the PlayStation. Alright, so now it's on. So what we're gonna do from this is my wife's phone. So what we're gonna do from this right here, you're gonna go over here. If you hadn't already downloaded the Dualco app, it's Dualco Strip X, or Dualco, I'm sorry, not Strip X, I'm sorry. It's Dualco Strip. Once you get that right there, you're gonna basically turn it on, turn it off. And you can turn on whatever color you want. So a lot of people like blue. And if you just want blue, all blue, then there you goes all blue. So now we're kind of all the same colors. As I was saying earlier, so. Once again, whenever you put this thing on, together, whatever. Yeah. Obviously I touched something I didn't supposed to touch. Oh, that's what it was. I didn't hit X. What the heck? Is it dead? Okay, this thing's getting weird. Alright, hold on. I guess I gotta sync it up. Maybe that's what it is. I ain't let it program it yet. That's what it was. It needs to update. And why isn't this thing going to update? Alright, so you see, now you get the whole back shell. It's going to light up. Whole front shell and everything else. And as I said, you can just change it any color you want with your application. If you want to change the color, I got the other part I started showing you earlier. You can just do the front. If you just want to turn off the front, don't want the front on anymore, just hold it down. You can turn off the whole front. And you can just have underglow. Or you can turn the front on, just like that. And then the front comes on. If you want to change color, hold up, square and X. Eventually it'll go blank. I don't understand why it's not changing the other color, like the red, like it's supposed to. Maybe like green. Maybe it has something to do with whatever. Well, anyway, so this is this half right here. So, like I said, this was this one right here for this one. This kit, obviously. Sometimes Extreme Rate can send a dud because the green's supposed to be working. No, there should be no reason for it not to be working. Now I can always just you can always just hook it directly to the front chip. So as you already seen this earlier, if you've already seen Extreme Rate, they change every color. I don't know what's going on with this kit. So this kit is just a dud. This normally don't happen. It's supposed to be changing green right now. I don't know what's up with this stupid kit. This is why I charge so much for the Ultimate. But like for me, I like the, you know what I mean? I think I'll just stick with red. Oh well. So this is the reason why they stuck to the V3s, is because sometimes if the thumbsticks was an issue, sometimes if the thumbsticks were an issue that causes the underglow for to be the problem, or whatever it was, then that's why they end up making the V3s, is so that it has to glow down here. Now if you end up having this problem, just let me know as soon as possible. Send that piece back. I'll send the kit back itself to Extreme Rate if you run into this issue. This is why I did this publicly and live, so that everybody could see, hey dude, this is what's up. If you want to have that glow look like this right here for the back, these kits right here never mess up at all. They like never mess up. So as I was saying, that's up to you what you want to do, and at your own discretion on doing this. If you think you're a good modder, then yeah, go ahead and you can go out and say try it if you want, if you like LEDs. If you don't really want to try this and you're kind of nervous already, I would say don't even try it, because more than likely you'll probably break it some way. So that's that. But like I said, there's that, and that's that. And that's if you want to do that part right there, just like that. And there's all that. And you can always adjust the temperature just about how bright you want it. So there's that. Bam, you can turn it off. Bam, you can turn it back on. So that's the whole back shell and the front shell, and technically it's really for the top triggers too. That's why you get this other part. You just can't see it now because this right here is in the way for the other triggers. Now you can always make those all clear, and then you'll be able to have the glow through the top of the controller. Now you can always add LEDs right here to the top part right here for this and this, and then you can be able to adjust those other colors, which is technically another $15 more, just in order to get where you can change them any color you want, just because they're that expensive. So that's just in order to get thumbsticks. All this stuff is very expensive to make it. It looks like we ran into a dud today for this, which actually kind of sucks for the kit, but there's that. So, but that's it, guys. So until then, I guess I'll just be seeing y'all on the next one. And until then, just say hi. And anytime if you want to get something done, just let us know. And if you already have let us know, then, well, won't be much longer and we'll be getting it done. So then there's that one up there for this other guys. I'm going to switch out the part kit on the front right here and swap out with the other one that actually does work once the other top triggers do come in. But until then, this is this kit right here for the other Ultimate, which is start share. The back triggers, which is these right here, that goes for the top triggers right here. For these back right here, we're going to be swapping out. And then we're just going to add the other kit right here to this one here on the next video to show you all the difference for that. So then I'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all have a blessed night.